It's like accountability kind of factor.
Exactly, like
Okay.
a social contract is usually, what is described in psychology of involving somebody else to help you out and keep you accountable. So whether that if you're wanting to go to the gym, if you have a gym buddy, easily the easiest way to hold them accountable is
Mhm.
having somebody else hold you accountable. When I was growing up and when I was in my undergrad, the same guy I would go to raves with, he and I would go to the gym. But he worked pretty crazy hours and I also did as well. So our gym time was 5:30 in the morning
Oh
and
boy.
it was rough for a while. So there was a couple of times where both he and I would just text each other at like 5 a.m. be like, "All right, you ready? You up?" And then he lived in West Valley and at this time I lived up in northern South, about 30-ish minute drive
Mhm.
from where I was to West Valley. We'd meet all throughout different gyms in the areas. And we're like, "Hey, this is my I gotta get to the gym at this time," or we would just kinda alternate, but we'd hold each other accountable to that. So, that'd be the easiest way to get to Quitter's Friday is that
Okay.
having people involve people in your side quests and involve people in the accountability process too. Being like, "Hey, I even if they're not even a part of it, it could be easy like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna go I want to go to Greece by this time frame. It's something I really wanna do. Can you make sure to hold me accountable?" Whether it's like a monthly check-in, being like, "Hey, are you saving enough for your trip?" Or even if it's like bi-weekly, being like, "Hey, what are you doing to get closer to that goal?" Something as simple of having just a simple check-in. Not necessarily has to be a full-blown
100%
involvement
part of the whole thing,
process,
yeah.
but just a simple check-in, be like, "How are things going? Are you ready? Are you getting closer? Are you progressing towards your goal or progressing towards this?"
That's well, so interesting that you brought that up, how bringing people in can help because one thing that I've noticed in, one of the classes that I used to teach or from just being around with friends, that when people ask you for help and being like, "Zach, I need you I got this huge business idea of what I wanna do, and I wanna try to launch it tomorrow. Can you come over to my house to help me, like, fulfill out a blueprint and then just, like, keep me updated with myself to, like, make sure I'm doing everything right for this blueprint that we're gonna make?" 9 times out of 10, you're gonna say 100% yes. Or if I just simply ask, "Hey, Zach, can you just simply keep me accountable for the gym? Can you send me a text message every other day at 5 AM or 6 AM to get me up and get me going to start that flow state?" People are gonna say yes. They wanna help you out. It's a matter of us being the person to reach out. And the same thing kinda goes vice versa. We, on our hands, are more than happy to help out other people when they outreach to us, help them out with their goals and side quests. But when it comes to me reaching out to you, completely different story. And saying what you just said is literal proof of when you went snowboarding with your friend, when your time in Ecuador, people make it so that your side quests are more easily obtainable. And then the more side quests you go on, I feel like it's very proof your main quest just makes it a whole lot more better, a whole lot more enjoyable life. So ask people. Who cares what they think? You know, at the end of the day, they say no. Okay, cool. Right back to where I started. If ask somebody and they say yes, I'm 10,000% farther than I was 2 seconds ago.